shapes, mistakes, misfits.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to be doing a unboxing video of an item that I received for Christmas which is the Pulp Different Class 25th, but it's actually 30th anniversary now, like deluxe edition of the album that came out earlier in 2025. So yeah, I'll just be doing the unboxing and showing like what you get with this. So yeah, first impressions, a really nice looking box set. Like I like the kind of like the sort of like the silver sort of like lettering there, like, and like the frame. I think that looks really cool. There's the spine again, same kind of silver sort of framing like on it there, really nice. And again the back, a rather plain back cover there, but just says Pulp on it there. And then it's a kind of slip case, so all of the content just sort of comes out the side like this. So this was in shrink wrap, and there was a sticker on it which I have kept. So that just kind of says there everything you get like with like the box set. So you get like the remastered Different Class album pressed on 2 LPs. I think they play at 45 RPM. You also get their Glastonbury set like from 1995, 32-page booklet, and also an art print as well. So I'll just be showing off all of those. So I'll start with the main album here, which is a really nice version of it because they've basically done a replica. It came in like this plastic sleeve here, and they've basically done like a replica of the original vinyl from 1995, which is quite difficult to get now, which had a kind of die cut sleeve here. So the idea is that you can kind of change like the cover like to like wherever you want, but then they've added like this like again like this nice silver detailing like on like the track list there, and like on like the title too. So it's really nicely done this here. But yeah, like as I said, it's pressed on 245 RPM records. Like I said, like that's the sleeve there, like with like the die cut like for like the cover. And then so yeah, like I said, it comes with the 2 records here. So there's one inner sleeve and the lyrics on this side, and then the records are all just the same, and they look like this here. This is the same label that my like I've got this album already, but it's one of like the reissues like from like a few years ago, just a single vinyl reissue, and they definitely like on like the single vinyl crammed a lot in. So like this reissue like sounds fantastic, kind of pressed over like 2 like 45 RPM vinyls here. And then there's the other like label there, and again the inner sleeve, similar kind of design here. This one just got the lyrics on one side there, and then all of the credits on this side here. So that's really nice. But yeah, like as I was saying like with like the cover, it's got these card inserts like what came with the original vinyl as well. So the idea being that you could change the cover to whatever you wanted, really, like from like any like off like these. I think there's 12 like images here. So for example, you could have that in like the cover like instead, like if like you wanted. So yeah, I'll just go through all these art prints here. So this is the first one, or like the most famous image there, and then you've just got pictures of each member like off like the band. So there's Steve Mackey. I think he just died I think in 2023. Like, so yeah, like a big loss to Pulp, but I mean they've kept going, and yeah, released like an excellent album like without him like last year. You've then got this one here, just again more track listing there, and then Mark Webber, their guitarist, on that side. Got Nick Banks, the drummer here, and again just like other images with like the track lists there. So these are really, really nicely done, and like again, like it's like a lot of fun being able to change like the album cover there, Canada Doyle, keyboard player there, and then on this side you've got more track listing. Russell Senior, who I think left after this album, like I want to say he played kind of guitar and violin, like quite like an important member there, like off Pulp. And then you've then got like more track listing there, and then last but not least, of course, Jarvis Cocker on that side. So yeah, this is really fun. Like allows you to change the album artwork like as like you please, and yeah, it's like really cool. And then the other kind of audio you get with this box set is this album here, which is called Sorted, live at Glastonbury 1995 here. So this is basically just as it says, like on like the tin, like their iconic 1995 Glastonbury set, which has definitely gone down as one of the best Glastonbury sets going. I saw like the headline set like in 95. It was just before the album came out, so Glastonbury would have been in June 95, and then I think the album came out maybe in something like September, or like October. So on this show, they performed like a lot of the tracks from this album for like the first time. It's a fantastic set, like culminating like in a great performance like of Common People, which I think had been released. I think that was a single from earlier, like in 95. But there's the track list there. Just a mix of this album and like their last album, like His and Hers, and like a couple of singles from that time. They don't kind of go back into like the Pulp back catalogue really, like on like that set. You get 2 inner sleeves of this here, so there's some still photos like from like the set. Sounds great for the most part. It kind of explains it here that basically the original multi-track tapes for this have been lost, they were kind of had to sort of cobble this together like a little bit from a variety of sources, but despite that, it sounds really, really good. I think the only 2 it says that they had issue finding a good source for were Disco 2000 and Razzmatazz. So those ones, there is a definite noticeable sound difference on those. But it's not a big deal. I'm just glad that they put out the full concert here. There's the record label there. And as I said, again, it's a double vinyl, this one here. So again, the other side's just got some more photos from Glastonbury there, and then some more information, and again, similar kind of label design there. But then you also get a couple of other bits and bobs in here too. So you get this kind of fold out sort of poster thing, cutouts off the band members there. That was a kind of theme off the kind of a lot of the album artwork. So that's really nice. Of course, I definitely won't be cutting them out. And then you also then get a booklet here as well, as is customary with these kind of box sets. So I'll just kind of quickly flick through this here. So yeah, you get some write-up, some more photos, which is really cool. So it seems there's a fair chunk of information here, about the album, going through the various singles, what were taken from it, because this was a huge album, in the 90s. Also, a bit of contemporary press, from the time. A good photo insert here. I think this might have been a cover of one of the singles, possibly. And then, just some more artwork here. So this is a really nice booklet here. It's got, again, original tour posters, the kind of the Polaroid shots off them that we used throughout the album artwork there. So no, a really nice booklet here. 32 pages. It's not hardbound or anything. It's just a kind of floppy booklet, but it is nice. It does seem fairly comprehensive. So that has me there gone through the Pulp Different Class 30th Anniversary Deluxe box set here. So I think this is currently retailing, I think at around £70, I want to say £75 possibly, which I think is really good value for full vinyls, plus a booklet and all of the other stuff as well. Maybe it would have been nice if it had maybe come with a DVD perhaps off the Glastonbury set, but I know that's been that is readily available on BBC iPlayer iPlayer to stream. But yeah, it would be nice if that had come with it, and even maybe some kind of bonus demos and such as well. Again, there's no kind of studio outtakes. It's really just a kind of cool album plus the Glastonbury set. But I suppose if they'd really gone to town on it, this would have been a £200 box set rather than a £70 one. So no, I thought this was a really good reissue of the album here. So yes, I hope you have enjoyed the video, and yep, I'll see you all next time for the next one. Goodbye.
Oh, it meant nothing to you, 'cause you were so popular, temperate.